Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of a general reading, whatever wants to come out, important messages for you. But we are keeping the idea of balance in mind because I am using the yin yang oracle today. So balancing out your life, balancing out yourself, all on the topic of balance, so keeping that in mind for our reading today. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate your support. We are currently running a competition as well, so make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment on any of my videos so you can go in the draw to win a free personal reading. Okay, so obviously the Yin Yang Oracle, we're using that one today. Our main Lenormand deck, we do have the Terra Lenormand today. I also have the Inner Child Affirmation Oracle. Okay, so it's a bit hard to see on this side, but it is quite a vivid, colourful, cute deck as well. But getting into it for you today, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know right now? Important messages for Taurus. Two more, please. So we're going to grab 3 of those, Taurus, and then we will delve into each one individually. Taurus, important messages for Taurus. Okay. Firstly, we have the self-love card, Taurus, that does say creation and intentions. All right. So this is all about, creating a solid intention to love yourself. All right. It is the card of self-love. So it is all about, creating positive intentions within yourself so that you can create positive outcomes in your life as well. So all about, creating a deeper love for yourself as well, Taurus. Really setting that intention to manifest self-love and sort of be in that energy of loving yourself, doing nice things for yourself, all that sort of stuff. The second card we do have, we have the Saturn card. Okay, so that does say contracts, career, commitments. At the top here, it does say until debt tear us apart. So it's quite an interesting card, this one here. Being the energy of Saturn, it is all about hard work, perseverance, especially when it comes to your career and contracts or commitments that you are making. So for some of you, that may not be career related, but for a lot of you, that is going to be, those contracts and commitments that you're making to yourself when it comes to, your career and how you're making money, all those sorts of things. We also have the decisions card, Taurus. So we do see here clearly that this is all sort of leading to some sort of decision for you that is really going to, balance everything out for you. So we'll delve into it all a little bit here. Okay, Taurus, starting off with that self-love energy. Taurus, and the self-love card, please. So I am seeing that for quite a lot of you, this is probably going to be heavy career connections for quite a lot of you here. And it's all about, with that intentions and the self-love, it's all about creating that sense of self-love for what you do, the money that you're making, finding a way to, come at your career focus with a little bit more, of your own internal love and passion and desire for what you're wanting to achieve within that career, even if all you're wanting to achieve is, that paycheck at the end of the week, coming at it from a place of, setting positive intentions and that love for yourself. That I love that I can do my job well because then I get a really good paycheck, all those sorts of things coming through here. But we do have the fox coming out for you. So the fox is the little salesman of the Lenormand. The fox really does, it's that selling yourself up, saying what you need to say in order to sell yourself, not selling yourself short, selling yourself up a little bit here. For some of you, it can talk about, having to, if you are already working in that sort of environment where you're having to upsell and cross sell and all those sorts of things, it can refer to those sorts of things, and just focusing on the sales type stuff a little bit more. But for everyone in general, it is just talking about being very clever, to the point of, being a little bit of that trickster energy with the way that you are selling yourself, selling your skills, selling yourself on the fact that you love this job. Even, for some of you, that may be having to sort of sell yourself on, okay, well, I really, I like this aspect of the career, this aspect of the job. I'm really going to focus on that, and, tell myself what I need to hear to, get out of bed every day and get to the job and get that paycheck. But we do see that coming out with the clouds energy. So for a lot of you, there is like a lot of thought going on in regard to your career at the moment, and the commitments that you've made within your career type stuff. So for some of you, this may not be career, okay? For those of you where you're not feeling as though this is career or money related, we're going to be looking at the biggest thing of importance in your life at the moment, the things that you have made, commitments to yourself, that I'm gonna see this through. I'm going to but like I said, for a lot of you, this has got to do with career. This is coming through pretty clearly as career for majority of you here, and it's all about shape shifting yourself, and shifting the way that you're thinking about your career. Any of those negative thoughts that are coming through, any overthinking that you're doing, really trying to shift that pattern of thinking, and come at it as a more, intentionally coming at it from a more, loving space within yourself, that, like I said, even if it's just the money, the paycheck at the end of the week, that you're loving there, really needing to, find the silver lining in the clouds for yourself, because those clouds can get quite heavy, when it does lead into, overthinking every single little possible outcome there. It can lead to anxiety and depression, so it's asking you to kind of shift the way you're thinking, tell yourself what you need to hear to get out of bed and get it done. Just get ish done, especially with that Saturn card coming through as well. That really is the card of, getting ish done, getting things sorted, putting in the hard work, persevering with the hard work. All right, but we do see here the stork energy coming through as well. So there's a lot of ideas that you're creating at the moment. The stork with the clouds is really talking about, idea generation. So you may have quite a lot of new ideas on how to get things done, how to, further your commitment to this career, how to further yourself within your career, all those sorts of things. It really is. It's like you're you're stirring up your brain here, trying to come out with all these brand new ideas, especially when it's coming through with the intentions as well. So it's creation of new ways of looking at things, creating new ideas on how to get things done, and persevere, how to look at it as though it's not I got to get up every day, to, oh wow, I get to get up and go and, I'm going to go make money for myself today. It's selling yourself on the idea of the career and of the idea of hard work a little bit here. So, it's that tricky energy where you're kind of needing to sell yourself on the idea of something a little bit here, Taurus, and set that intention to be much more positive with where you're coming from, when you are thinking about this sort of work commitment, this hard work that you've been putting in, all that sort of stuff. And understand too that with the stork, that it's going to stir up brand new energy for you, that all these great ideas that you're having, they really are stirring up some brand new energy for you and getting things sort of moving and shaking for you here, creating more positive energy around you. So the more that you are trying to create that positive energy for yourself, the more of a positive influence it's having on everything sort of around you, especially within your career here. All right, so contracts, career, and commitments. So it's kind of like, once again, yeah, like I said, that contract that you've signed on. Yes, I'm going to stick this job out for a little while. I'm committed to this workplace. I'm committed to, that paycheck at the end of the week. So I do need to follow this career at the moment. I do feel for a lot of you, but because we're leading to some sort of decision there, for some of you, you may maybe it's sort of starting to toss up ideas on how you can, create this career in a different angle, how you can, move forward with this career. I feel for a lot of you, that may be the upcoming decision of how do I move forward in this career, especially with that fox here too, because that sometimes can talk about that kind of energy of, selling yourself to management, that, look, I can do everything. I'm really good at this job, blah, 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 selling yourself up so that you're first in line for the next promotion, for the transfer to a better department, all those sorts of things. But we'll get a bit more detail on that Saturn energy for Taurus. And I keep hearing cross-selling. So it's like, especially after I mentioned, a different department or something like that, there may be something like that where you're needing to sort of cross-focus a little bit and set your intentions that you're wanting to focus on that aspect of work rather than this aspect of work. So I'm just getting that cross-selling reference keeps coming up. We have the tree as well as the lily. Okay, so this is kind of telling us that there is, especially with, commitments that you have made, that you may actually be making some sort of new commitment. You may be contracting yourself to some further education as well here. The tree there, once again, it is all about that self-love and setting those strong intentions to, really follow your own heart here and follow your own progress, your own growth. But with the lily there, it's kind of telling me that this is, an investment in your long-term future within this career commitment. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is going to be undertaking further training, extra education, educating yourself on that new department that you want to sort of move over onto, and it is sort of really going to work out for you in the long term. So it's kind of like, you're committing yourself not necessarily to this one job long term, but it's like you're really working out where you are wanting to be long term and sort of working backwards and working out how this current work commitment is going to sort of get you there, what extra skills you need to pick up and knowledge you need to gain in order to really follow the path that you want to follow long term here. We do also have the mountain coming out for that as well. So, I'm not going to lie, there is going to be obstacles along the way. This is really talking about putting in some hard work. You're really needing to sort of knuckle down and persevere here and be determined to really, keep that in focus, that long-term goal when it comes to, this is why I'm committed to this career, this is why I'm doing this career, because I have this long-term goal and it's going to help me get there. But I'm not going to lie, there is going to be some delays or obstacles in the way there. I'm kind of feeling for a lot of you, some of you, this is spread out over a couple of years here. For others of you, this is talking about a specific obstacle upcoming for you here. And for a lot of you, I feel as though that obstacle is just going to be, wanting to throw in the towel somewhere along the line here, having to sort of recommit yourself to this path that you have chosen. All right, because the mountain here, it really does talk about obstacles, but it's also talking about overcoming those obstacles with your own determination. It's once again, it is a Saturn card as well. This is the card of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So we are seeing a very strong pull here to commitments and hard work at the moment for you, Taurus. So it's kind of like, you're having to put in some hard work. For some of you, that hard work is really specifying that there's education or training gaining, or some further knowledge, some extra wisdom that you're needing to put in a bit of hard work to gain that knowledge. And that's going to help you open up to future decisions of exactly where this is taking you, where you're going from here. Are you going to branch out to a different department? Are you deciding to change companies? Are you deciding to, because I'm getting for a lot of you that this is it's more along the lines of changing department, changing the way that you're doing things, and deciding to stick this out. I feel for a lot of you as well. But we'll get some cards on the decisions energy for Taurus, please. Very interesting. I have the decisions card on the bottom of the lenormand as well, the crossroad there on the bottom of the lenormand. So there's definitely some decisions coming up for a lot of you. For some of you, it's quite a specific decision, because it's asking you, are you going to follow your career path, or are you going to focus on your emotional self, your love life, your you know I'm getting for some of you here, it's the choice as to, how am I going to bring motherhood into this. So there may be a decision for some of you in regard to that specifically. That's obviously not for everybody, but we do have the snake and the woman here, as well as the heart energy. So for some of you, we are definitely seeing that you are having to sort of reaffirm these decisions and make these decisions from your heart space, okay? Because with that heart energy there, it really does talk about following your heart and really looking deep within you with this snake energy, looking deep within yourself as to, am I tempted to take the easy way out here, follow the easy path, or am I following my true passion, my true ambition when it comes to this? So I do feel as though that's for a lot of you what this upcoming decision is going to be about is, do I continue to follow my true passion, my true ambition with my career, even if there's some hard work involved in it? Because the other option on that snake energy, the other decision does seem to be the temptation to take the easy way out, the easy road where there's no obstacles, but it's also not nurturing your ambition and your passion. It's kind of like just doing it for the sake of doing it, whereas it feels like you've got the option here to really follow your own heart and passion when it comes to your career, and follow ambition, but also you're being tempted to, if you just stay where you are and stick it out, it's just a job to fill the time. Like it's not that thing that makes you feel more centered and whole within your work. So it's kind of an interesting energy there, but it's kind of talking about nurturing your ambitions and your true passion when it comes to your work. Obviously, we are seeing the need for you to educate yourself, gain a little bit more knowledge in order to be able to follow that true ambition. For some of you, you may still be, kind of working that out, but it does seem like, with that stalk at the start there in the clouds, that you're in the process of working out exactly what your true passion, where your true ambition lays here with this career, and what you're actually wanting from this career focus, long term. Are you just wanting something that's just going to pay the bills? I don't feel as though you are, Taurus. I feel as though you're looking a lot more long term with this career, and making decisions that are going to, they may be hard in the initial, but in the long term they're really going to pay off for you, and it's actually nurturing your own self, nurturing your passion, nurturing your your love for yourself by following your true ambition, your true passion here. So it's coming through very interesting that for a lot of you, you are sort of in the midst of starting to think about this a little bit deeper and really work out exactly where you're wanting to go here within your career and how you're going to sort of get there, what you need to do in order to get there. So, once again, with those intentions, making sure you're setting super positive intentions, you're setting intentions that are leading you towards your long-term goals rather than that short-term goal of, I just need that paycheck this week. I've just got to get through this week. This is actually asking you to start looking more long-term and where you're actually wanting to be. Are you going to still be in this exact same position, 20 years from now, or are you expecting some promotions in the meantime, and you're wanting to be in a different zone of that same career field, or what else do you need to take into account with this, to really get where you want to be long term with this, with that long term energy there and the decisions being made to follow your ambition. There's definitely a lot of potential for this to be something that, at the end of it all, it really will bring you a lot of love and happiness within yourself, that you'll have that love of, oh, do you know what? I followed my heart here and I really, persevered and got it done. So there's a very strong energy there, Taurus, that you have a lot of potential within this career field. It's just a matter of, is that what you're wanting? Are you willing to put in the hard work to get there, or are you going to take that easy road and just stick it out sort of energy? But we'll have a look at your affirmation cards as well. Okay, Taurus. But it really does feel like this is all about balancing out that inner drive within you, Taurus, that, it feels as though you have a strong determination here of where you want to go. And, this is how you balance it out. You sort of firstly start by having these thoughts, having these brand new ideas on where this can take you, and then sort of following that path, even if it's a bit harder to walk, than just the easy road. The easy road never gets us anywhere good, that's for sure. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know right now? Yeah, so we have live and learn. I am patient with myself and energized by learning. So, this is, you can see the little bunny there. He's made lots of little mistakes already. So making mistakes along this journey is fine. It's the learning process and learning more about yourself, learning more about where you want to go, how you're going to overcome these obstacles when you're faced with them, within all this. Keep on learning, keep on trying is what that sort of card talks about. We do also have the star guidance energy, which that one does say, I follow my dreams to greater knowing. So when this one comes out, it's got a very interesting energy with that, because the star guidance there, that star energy is all about, your wishes coming true. So it's all about, looking at the future and where do I want, what is this wish I have for my career long term, looking at the future and using that to guide you from here, how to get to it. Okay, sometimes we do need to make sure we know the end goal so that we can work backwards and work out exactly what steps we need to take to get to that. And I feel like that's what's sort of going on for you here, Taurus. It's really you looking at the end goals and then undertaking that learning process in order to get to that end goal, put in that hard work, that perseverance in order to get to those end goals for yourself. So, it's something that it does feel as though it's coming up, in the near future here. It's going to be heavy on your thoughts, but also, once again, reminding yourself to, think positive, have positive intentions, put the positive creation of ideas out there. Love your self passion, your ambition. Have a lot of love within your heart for where you're going here, and it will really guide you in the right direction. All right, so that's what we have for you today, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.